Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Today I want to talk about a deck and show off a deck that got 193rd place at the most recent Atlanta Regionals, and that of course is Slowking, which is a deck that a lot of people kind of knew about. Kind of more so of a rogue deck, I would say, not a very popular deck by any means, but it is still a very powerful deck whenever you can kind of pop off with it. And yeah, it actually made day 2 at the event. I think there was 2 Slowking players that made day 2 overall, so pretty decent showing, I would say, considering that some other decks didn't make day 2. But yeah, overall this is a really cool deck. It's kind of an interesting deck to pilot, so I'll kind of explain the thought process here, or at least what I think the thought process is here, and I'll kind of just show off what the deck can do. I'm a big fan of like single prize decks, and this is kind of one of the best ones we have right now, I would say. The other options, you know, for alligators out there, I'm trying to think, there's another one I don't know what, I can't think of it right now, I don't know why, but Slowking is definitely one of the best single prize options right now. Again, it's not the best deck in the world, but it is really good once you can kind of get set up. It does have a little bit of consistency issues, I feel like, as far as just like getting set up from the beginning, but once you get rolling, you know, you start just shooting off these powerful attacks, and you can pretty much knock out anything. So I'll kind of talk through the deck here, all the different inclusions right here, maybe some things that I might change myself, and then we'll kind of get into some gameplay and I'll kind of show what the deck can do. So as always, if you enjoy the video, make sure you like it, and also leave me a comment down below. While you're down there, you can also subscribe if you enjoyed it that much, but let me know in the comments if you've had a chance to play this deck and what you kind of think about it. That being said, let's go ahead and get into it. So overall, the list here is kind of interesting. I will also say that if you're kind of new to the game, or you're kind of looking for a cheap deck to build, this is honestly a great option. I mean, as you can kind of see here, the most expensive thing on here is Fezandipiti, and then the Arvens pretty much, and I guess Night Stretchers too. Everything else is like less than $1, so this is like a pretty cheap deck to build if you're trying to like get into the game, or you're wanting to play a new deck, not wanting to spend a whole lot of money. This is probably a really good option for you. But of course, this deck is built around Slowking. Slowking right here for its Seek Inspiration attack, which basically what it does is you discard the top card from your deck, and if that card is not a EX or Pokemon V or a rule box Pokemon, if it's just any other kind of Pokemon, then you can copy one of its attacks and use it as your own. So pretty much we include a bunch of powerful Pokemon in this deck. Our goal is to put them at the top of our deck. That way when we use this attack, we're able to copy that attack and, you know, do lots of damage. And obviously that pairs really well with the Stadium Academy at night, because during your turn you're able to take a card from your hand and put it at the top of your deck. So basically right before your attack, you can look through your hand, pick whatever card you want, put it on top of your deck, and you're going to draw into it instantly and be able to copy its attack. So it's really good because you're kind of able to decide exactly what you want. If you want to do big damage to the active, you can use a Pokemon that does that. If you want to do spread damage across the board, you can get a Pokemon that does that. So you have a lot of different options here. Now Slowking does pair pretty well with Xatu here because of Clairvoyant Sense, the ability here, which allows you to attach a basic psychic energy from your hand to one of your Pokemon and draw 2 cards. So this is kind of a great way to get a lot of cards in your hand. It's also a great way to get that extra energy attachment, because Slowking does take 2 energy for its attack. So you can attach for turn, and then you can also use Xatu's ability and power up your Slowking pretty much instantly. This is a really good card because you can draw cards and you can also power up Slowking pretty fast. I'll kind of talk about the actual attackers here last. I'll kind of go through the support stuff first. So we do also have one Rabsca here. You know, pretty obvious reasons for here. It does have the Spherical Shield ability, which prevents your bench from effects of attacks and also damage from attacks. So unlike something like Manaphy, which only protects you from damage from cards back in the day like Greninja or now Water Ogerpon, you do also protect your bench from effects of attacks, and so that does include Dragapult with its spread damage. And with how popular Dragapult is, this is a card that's very good because you do have kind of a lot of low HP basics that can kind of easily be knocked out, so it does help protect your bench. Another support option we have here is Tatsugiri right here, being able to search the top 6 cards of your deck for a supporter card. This is really good for one of our supporters in particular that I'll get to talk about here in a little bit. We obviously got a Squawkabilly EX, just really good to use on your first turn to kind of see some extra cards. Fezandipiti, draw 3 cards whenever your Pokemon is knocked out. Pretty simple right there. And this list also does run a Ditto just to kind of get out what you need on turn 1. I haven't played this deck too much, so I haven't really like needed or relied on Ditto too much, but I can definitely see why it's good, especially for certain matchups. You know, let's say you got to get your bench protected right away, you can kind of go for that Rellor right away. You can get the Xatu out, you know, pretty quickly with TM Evo. So it's definitely a good option to kind of get out what you need on turn 1. Now, as far as the actual attacking Pokemon here, one of our main attackers, of course, is Kyurem, the one from Shrouded Fable, and it does have the Trifrost attack here, which you're able to copy. And so basically, you can do 110 damage to 3 of your opponent's Pokemon. So you can kind of just spread damage really quickly. And what's good about it is, you know, you do have to discard your energies, but again, you can kind of power it up pretty quickly because you can attach for turn. You have Xatu to kind of help support as well, and you're really only discarding 2 energies a turn, so you can pretty much consistently chain this with Night Stretchers and things like that, and just kind of do really, really fast spread damage. Really good against some decks, you know, like Dragapult, for example. If they can't get set up right away, you can kind of just wipe their whole board. So it can be a very good option against certain decks. The only annoying thing about this Pokemon here is just like all the Terra Pokemon, because you can't hit them on the bench, but that's just kind of an issue with spread in general. And obviously later on, once Shaman comes out, this is probably gonna be a lot worse, but right now it's still very solid. We do also have a Bloodmoon Ursaluna in the deck. This is obviously not a Pokemon that you can copy his attack because it is a rule box Pokemon, but this is a Pokemon that can kind of close out games, so you're kind of use this at the end of the game if you just need an additional attacker for, you know, pretty low energy costs. The other attacker here that they included was Crabominable with the Haymaker attack for 250. I'm a little confused on this inclusion, and maybe somebody can clarify in the comments for me, but I'm kind of confused because I feel like in most of these Slowking lists, I've mostly seen Conkeldurr, which also does 250. With that one, you basically have no drawbacks whatsoever. Since we're copying the attack, we don't need to copy the attack cost, and so with Conkeldurr, there is no drawback whatsoever, but with Crabominable, you're not able to use this attack again your next turn. So I'm really not sure, like, I guess this inclusion over the Conkeldurr, but I would love to get some explanation if anybody has that in the comments. Because yeah, it has Gutsy Swing, 250. If this Pokemon is affected by a special condition, ignore all energy cost. It doesn't really matter because we're copying the attack, so there's really no drawbacks. So I'm just a little bit confused on that one, but again, if anyone wants to clarify, let me know in the comments. And then our last attacker here is Regigigas right here with the Jewel Breaker attack. Really good for all the Terra Pokemon in the format. Destroys things like Dragapult, all the different Ogre Pawns and things like that. So you're doing 100 damage plus 230 if your opponent's active is a Terra Pokemon. So it's going to be kind of your staple attacker in certain matchups to just kind of wipe the board. And that right there is basically all of our Pokemon right here. Really good inclusions. Like I said, the only thing that I would maybe change is the Crabominable into the Conkeldurr, but again, I'm sure that they had a reason for including this one instead. They did make day 2 with the deck, so I'm sure they know more than I do when it comes to that. For energies, we do have 7 Psychic and 3 Jet energies. The Jet energies can be very good. I was playing online earlier against Terra Box. I got Saw blocked, and so Jet energy kind of just came in clutch, so it can be a very good option to kind of pivot. And as far as the support goes, we do have 4 of the Academy at Night. We do have a Rescue Board, again, to just kind of pivot. Really good to kind of put that on the Tatsugiri, just to kind of, you know, send it up after something gets knocked out, search for a reporter, and then instantly retreat. We've got the TM Evo right here, really good for turn 1 to go ahead and get the Rabsca set up if you need it, or if nothing else, you can get a Xatu and a Slowking out already. Counter Gain, which is a really good tool card that you can attach to a Pokemon to kind of reduce its energy cost. So if you're down at all in the game, you can go ahead and attach that to Slowking, and let's say you copy Kyurem's attack, then you're really only discarding 1 energy, which is not a problem at all. Powerglass, kind of the same thing here, attach it to Slowking. You know, let's say you go for Kyurem, you discard your energy, at the end of your turn, you can attach 1 from your discard back to the Pokemon, and then you only need 1 more energy. Secret Box here just kind of makes sense as the A spec because you can get your Academy at Night, you can get one of your, you know, valuable tool cards, a good supporter, and an item card. So just a really good A spec overall in this deck because you really need your stadiums in play at all times. For Ultra Ball to be able to search out Pokemon, for Night Stretcher to get Pokemon back, that's really important because with the Academy at Night, you have to put it from your hand onto the top of your deck. So, you know, let's say you go for a Kyurem play, and you discard the Pokemon. Next turn, you can Night Stretcher, bring it right back, and then put it on top of your deck. We got the 4 Buddy Poffin, you know, pretty self-explanatory right there. You get your Pokemon out. 1 Iono here for Disruption. That's something I would maybe consider. Well, I don't know if I would get rid of this, to be honest. I think if anything, I would maybe get rid of the Research. And the reason why I say that is because this deck has no Gust whatsoever, no Boss, no Counter Catcher. You know, with things like Counter Gain in the deck, if you're kind of playing from behind, I think it could be cool to include a Counter Catcher, especially because you are running Arven, so you can kind of just get that out. It can be kind of annoying if your opponent has something in the active that you don't want to see. So maybe like a Counter Catcher, or if nothing else, maybe like Honestly, maybe an Iron Bundle might be good in this deck. And I say that for two reasons here. Obviously for Hyper Blower, but it does also have Refrigerated Steam, which could be kind of annoying depending on the deck. If the defending Pokemon is an evolution Pokemon, it can't attack during your opponent's next turn. So it could be this, I could see that being kind of situational, but I'm mostly saying this kind of for the Gust option. But again, you do kind of have that option to attack with it too. But I might be thinking too deep here. I don't know. We do have the Lana's Aid, which is a great recovery option because you put up to 3 Pokemon and energy cards into your hand, not into your deck. So again, same thing. If you're discarding Pokemon that you're attacking with, just go ahead and bring them back, put them into your hand, and you're kind of just set up for the rest of the game. We've got 2 Ciphermaniacs Codebreaking, really good card here to be able to put stuff on top of your deck from your deck. So with the Stadium, it's coming from our hand onto our deck. With Ciphermaniac, we're able to search our deck and put that on top of the deck. So it's kind of good to have both of those options. And then to close it out, we do have 3 Arven here, which, you know, obviously get an item card, get a tool card, you know, very good for consistency. Overall, really cool list here. Again, the only things I would consider changing would be the Crabominable. I would go with Conkeldurr instead. And then the other thing would be maybe including an Iron Bundle here. I'm not sure what I would really cut. I think Research can be really good because this deck can brick. I've already experienced it a couple times online. So I'm really not sure what I would get rid of. Maybe Ditto, honestly. That might be something. But that's one of those things we'd have to kind of test out a little bit more. But I do think having that option to Gust and then get it back with Night Stretcher, it could be very good for a deck like this. As always, I will have this list linked in the description below if you guys want to test it out and kind of see the results. But all that being said, let's go ahead and jump into some gameplay here and see what I can do with the deck. Honestly, with this deck, I don't know if you want to go first or second. I can kind of see a benefit of both. I think in decks that play Squawk, I feel like going first is pretty optimal. Because you can like pretty consistently get it out. But I can also see going second because you do have TM Evo, which can be, you know, very valuable. Looks like we are going up against the Flareon box deck, which has been getting more popular. It's a deck that I feel like wasn't seeing a lot of play, but now we're starting to see it a little bit more. Very annoying to deal with Sylveon, not gonna lie. I'm a big Sylveon hater. That card is very annoying, just getting everything shuffled back into the deck with Angelite. But overall, it is a pretty cool deck, I will say. I can't lie. So they're gonna go ahead and get the whole board set up here because Fan wrote him. Get all the Hoots, all the Eevees out. And honestly, if I can get Rabsca out, that would actually be very good. I hope I didn't prize it. Okay, we do have it out. So, oh dude, if I can get TM Evo, this is a really good hand I have here. Okay, so let's go ahead and get 2 Slowpokes out. We're gonna go ahead and Buddy Poffin again. I do want the Rellor. Honestly, I kind of want another Natu. Not gonna lie, Tatsugiri could be good, but let's get another Natu out, I think. And then, what do we want to do here? I guess I'll attach for turn. I didn't look through my deck. I should have. Okay, kind of messed up here a little bit. Let's go Arven. I hope I have Team Evo. Okay, I wasn't sure if I prized it or not. No, we're good. We're still good. Just get rid of something I don't need. Another Ultra Ball. Yeah, I guess we'll go Squawk here. Might be a mistake, but we'll see. I do have plenty of Night Stretchers, so I mean, I'm kind of chilling right now. There's one right there. I'm not going to Academy at Night just yet. I might as well wait, because they're probably going to play Area 0 next turn, so I can just kind of wait to bump it. Go evolve you and you. And I do have the Xatu in hand for next turn. Got the Regigigas also. So as long as I can start kind of chaining energies here, then we're going to be in good shape. Feeling pretty good. There's the Area 0. I knew it was coming. And the Assault Landing, okay. Question here is, do I think I can power up the Slowking in one turn? I don't know that I can. I feel like I kind of need to draw into Jet Energy. If I had an Iono, like, I'd be kind of set, but I got rid of mine. What do we want to do here? I'm gonna kind of go for it. Hopefully I can pull it off. We'll see what happens. Hopefully I can pull the thing off. What happened here is Arven, man. Night Stretcher for 1 energy, but I need 2 is the problem. What can I Ultra Ball here if that's gonna help me? Like nothing really, right? I guess I can go Secret Box. I should have sent something else up. Cause it's like, what do I really grab here? I need jet energy is what I need. And I have no way to draw into it is the problem. I don't have like Earth and Vessel or anything. I only have 1 energy in the discard. Yeah, I kind of messed up a little bit here. I guess I'll just go ahead and grab Secret Box for now. Well, actually, what am I thinking? They just knocked something out. I swear, sometimes I just overthink things. I really do. Sometimes it's a lot more simple than it seems. Sometimes it really is. Oh my goodness. What am I doing here? Like, actually? I can just grab Kyurem. I can go ahead and put Kyurem at the top of my deck. I probably shouldn't have grabbed Secret Box, not gonna lie. I'm gonna be kind of just stuck here. But I can at least wipe pretty much their whole board. So I can knock out you. And honestly, I'm gonna go for the 2 Hoothoots. But I am gonna draw 3 prizes, which is really nice. And there's where all my energies are hiding, so we're good. Because next turn I can actually pull it off again. I just need like a Pokemon in my hand. And they just forfeit, yeah. That's crazy. I was really overthinking that. I was like, man, like what can I do here? Like, okay, sometimes the answer is just right in front of you. You just have to find it, you know? You have to use your resources. Yeah, you can just board wipe. See what I'm saying? As soon as they take a prize, you're good. We got the Dondozo coin. Okay. That's a Pokemon that I'm kind of sad we haven't gotten like a really good card for. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like there's some potential there with Tatsugiri, which we've never seen. Alright, we lost the coin toss. We'll see if we're going first or second here. I'm going first. Okay. We'll play and get the Squawk out. We'll see. It always feels kind of bad when you prize Squawk. If you actually need it. Oh, this is awful. This is such a bad start. This is about as bad as it gets right here. I don't even know if I would want Squawk here. Ooh, this is like really bad. I would lose all my jet energies and I have no way to pivot. This feels very bad. I might just have to do it though, to be honest. Okay, TCG Live is broken because I'm like clicking Ditto, it's not working. I love it. Great. I guess I'm just gonna do this so I can get Kyurem out of the active spot. I mean, Night Stretcher, Xatu back. I didn't see if I prized my other one or not. Well, I'm so dumb. I'm gonna Squawk SCs anyways, it doesn't matter. This feels so bad. I'm like burning through my whole deck. And I have a Kyurem just sitting on the bench right now for no reason. This feels so bad. I guess I want to get... What do I want to get out first? Does it really matter? I can't really do anything next turn anyways. I guess I'll get the Natu out. The support setup. And then we will go ahead and pass. Maybe I should have grabbed Slowpoke instead so I could attach a Psychic Energy next turn. I guess it's kind of good to have some in your discard. Okay, we're getting Iono anyways. That's fine. I'm guessing this is just Dragapult that I'm up against. So we'll have to kind of play it slow here. I am going to get Badooed, and it's going to be very annoying. Okay, that's kind of annoying. It's going to be one of those games. I mean, I guess I could just motivate here. It's like, what else am I going to do? Motivate. Also, I like how my discard pile is just kind of like glitched out over here. Or just floating in the background. Kind of nice. Now the good thing here is he didn't get any Treepies down last turn. So good thing is I can kind of just knock this Badoo out. Now do I want to? Not really, but I also don't want to keep getting item locked. So you got to kind of weigh options here. This feels really bad because I don't have a Slowpoke down. If I get a TM Evo and a Slowpoke down and a Rellor, be kind of nice. Instead, we get nothing. Feels so bad, dude. We gotta do it, though. He's only got 3 cards, so... the odds that he pops off here are pretty slim, I would say. Get the Slowpoke, which is nice. Hopefully this turn he gets nothing. Got 4 cards in hand. Tatsugiri he's playing. Okay, interesting. And he's gonna burn an energy to get it out. Okay, we're doing okay. Like, he's burning some resources. He's gonna get a supporter here, probably gonna get an Arven. He whiffs it. Oh, that's bad for him. Night Stretcher, he gets the supporter, I mean the energy back, so that's fine. And probably just gonna pass. Okay. No, we're in a great spot right here, actually. We can get you down. I can start Ultra Balling. I mean, I can't attack this turn, really. All I can really do here is like motivate. Okay, we are gonna get you down. We're gonna also get another Slowpoke down. That's fine. I kind of need a secret box here. I'm just gonna go for it. I'm gonna Arven. I'm gonna grab TM Evo is what we need. Academy at Night. And Night Stretcher. We're gonna grab Powerglass and another Night Stretcher. I'm gonna Night Stretcher and get back Xatu. I'm kind of burning my Night Stretchers right now, so I'm a little bit worried about that, not gonna lie. We'll attach for turn. I'm gonna attach a... attach a Powerglass here, I guess. And then we'll go ahead and Team Evo, evolve you, and I guess the Rellor as well. I mean, he's got no draw power right here, so I'm just kind of hoping that he keeps whiffing stuff. He's gonna get a supporter at some point though, like more than likely. That's more than likely gonna happen. But the good thing is we do have Rabsca set up. Kyurem and Squawkabilly taking up bench space feels really bad, not gonna lie. But despite the bad start, I think we're in a pretty good spot here. I've got the Xatu, I've got 2 Slowkings up. I do have Fez in hand, so when he knocks something out, we're kind of just chilling. And I do also have a Night Stretcher to get back the, oh, it's gonna feel bad. Okay, I'm gonna need a Jet Energy here. That's kind of my only way out. I need Jet Energy. I don't know if I prize my other one too. I know I play 3. This feels really bad. Just having Kyurem here feels really, really bad. I guess I could attach Rescue Board and then... I need another energy, man. I need another energy, unfortunately. Did he already play Arven? Okay, yeah. Rescue Board, Ultra Ball, nice. Okay. Cool. Yeah, he's so having trouble getting set up. If I get a Jet Energy, that's crazy. I do get the Psychic. So I could retreat, and then I can kind of... again, this feels kind of bad. Let's just go ahead and do it, though, I guess. Well, actually, hold up now. I could attack, actually. I really could. I could Night Stretcher here, bring the energy back, and attach it with Xatu. But then the problem is I still need one more card to be able to put it up with Academy at Night. So, and I don't want to burn my last Night Stretcher right now, to be honest. So I think I just kind of pass here. We'll pass, get the other energy down. There's a good possibility that he knocks this thing out this turn. This could be bad if he has... Well, we do have Rabsca, so yeah, we're kind of safe. I always forget about Rabsca. So even if he knocks this out, I'll be in a pretty decent spot as long as I can kind of find energy. The deck is pretty thinned out. There's no Psychics in my discard, so there's a good chance that I'll draw into some Psychics with Fezandipiti if he knocks something out. He's gonna get the Dragapult here, probably. He does have Dusknoir, that I'm not safe from, so this could be a problem. He could Dusknoir, get rid of the Rabsca, and then Hawlucha possibly, and get rid of my other Slowpoke and my Slowking. And if that's the case, we just forfeit. If that's the case, we just forfeit. There's nothing else we can do there. He needs Rare Candy though. I don't know if he has that. I'm guessing probably not, because I know one of these 3 cards is Dusknoir. I'm guessing he doesn't have it. Hoping. Yeah, he doesn't have it. Okay, oh, we're in a great spot right now. We are looking pretty good, I would say. Yeah, we're looking really good, actually. This is kind of crazy. As long as I did not prize my other Kyurem. And I didn't. Oh, we are chilling right now. Oh my goodness. This might be another forfeit. This might actually be another forfeit. Watch this. Yo, this is crazy. Oh, it's crazy. Let's go boop and goodbye. I'm telling you, if they get a slow start, like you're kind of just chilling. You're kind of just chilling. Like this is kind of crazy, not gonna lie. This deck pops off, man. I mean, even there, you see we had a bad start. I started Kyurem. I had to kind of burn all my jet energies and some Night Stretchers early on, but like he couldn't really get anything going. Knocked out the Badoo with Motivate, and from there it was game pretty much. So yeah, really cool deck. I like it. So that's gonna be it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Really fun games overall. Kyurem is just insane, especially against these evolutionary decks that need time to set up. If you can get the turn 2 Trifrost out, you're pretty much winning every time. So very powerful attacker, and then obviously having that Regigigas and the Crabominable, very nice against like Terra Box and things like that, with kind of more higher HP basic EXs. So what's cool about this deck is you do have a lot of options. It can be kind of tricky to set up, but both of those games I played right there, they went pretty smooth. You know, I had a pretty bad start game 2, but it really wasn't that bad because I did have the jet energy to pivot from Kyurem right away. So overall not so bad, and it only has a 2 retreat cost, so again you could do what I did, Rescue Board, attach energy, and kind of get out of that active spot. So you do kind of have more options to pivot. There's really nothing that just kind of sits there. It would feel really bad if like you start Regigigas with the 4 retreat cost. That would feel really bad, but aside from Regigigas, you can kind of work around everything else, I feel like. Yeah, again, I'll have the list in the description below if you guys want to test it out. Let me know in the comments if you enjoyed this deck and what your thoughts are on it. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll catch you all in the next one.